keep everything perfect by yourself. This is some more of the shade garden that I've been working on, adding a few plants every year. Some little trees and shrubs and daylilies and hosta. There's an iris, pineys or peonies. This is an area we just moved. A lilac that hasn't bloomed just yet, but it will. And a rose. A lot of lilacs in there. And that is a Chinese rhubarb. Some evergreens. You can hear the birds. And this is the corner down by the stop sign. I am so pleased at how good this is looking this year. Some blue flax. This is just really amazing compared to what it's looked like in the past. Some creeping phlox. Some euphorbia bonfire. I love all the different colors. That's what a garden is to me, is many, many colors. This is Dianthus Heart's Desire. More roses. This is a rose that has apple-scented foliage that I grew from seed about 4 or 5 years ago. Aha, the cat creeping through the garden. And the hummingbird feeders that I need to get filled. Irises are just starting to bud out. And as I said, there's weeds, but that's just part of the whole thing. Eventually these plants will grow and there will be less ground. Less ground means less places for weeds to come up. The big plant back there is Nulla magnificenta. And I grew it from seed. I grew a lot of these plants from seed. Other plants were trials. A few I bought. Lots of natives here. Here is one of our little natives. This one came from Sunshine Farms and Gardens. And it is Hypoxis hirsua. Now, I probably didn't pronounce that right. There is Amsonia. That's the blue flower. It's one of our natives that I had wanted for a long time. Over here, I don't know if you can see it on video, but this is called Golden Sands. And it not only has the yellow foliage, but there's little dots of white on it as well. I think it will be beautiful when it starts to grow. Okay, and here's some more. As you can see, I'm using a lot of the yellow and the dark purple foliage together, or the black, whatever you may decide you want to call it. That sweet shrub back there is Michael Lindsay. Sold for $700 at a rare plant auction. Of course, it wasn't that size when I bought it. It was just in a little 4-inch pot, not very big at all. It's been here about 6 years, and it's really grown. Some of the last viburnum to flower. As you can see, the tulips are fading. There's some more dark colored foliage. That is 9-bar. That is from Spring Meadows Nursery. This is where that came from. Some grasses to create privacy. This is Endless Summer Hydrangea. Just a wonderful plant. Takes a few years to bloom, but once it starts blooming, it's just wonderful. And this I grew for the chocolate colored foliage. I really love that foliage. As you can see, I have some dandelions here I need to get out. But I just think that is spectacular and has these little yellow blooms on it. In the corner here, This big rose is the Knockout Rainbow. Okay. And then I have a variegated honeysuckle. And I also have this other honeysuckle over here that has the yellow and green leaves on it. So we're back to the front garden. And I think this is really pretty the way this columbine came up through. The purple and the yellow. Some more weeding I need to get done. This grass just spreads and spreads. One of my Ragusa roses. That will be just beautiful when it's in bloom. Bamboo. The rose back there in bloom. That is the rose with the white flowers is the winged thorn rose. Okay, another Ragusa rose. And a few more tulips in bloom. This is a variegated lilac. And behind it is the green lotus peony or piney. Another Ragusa rose. These really like it here. The clematis growing up the fence and a tree I need to get out. Some more of the last tulips to bloom. Look at what a beautiful long stem that tulip has. Another climbing rose back there. This is set up to feed the lace wings to encourage them to come into the garden. And the front border bed. Some more of the front garden. Dame's rockets are just beginning to bloom. There's another rose. And now we're back around to the front again. So this has been the tour of the garden as it is today. Hope you enjoyed it.